Should one-way mechanics be part of CSGO? Let's talk about it. The few times I have expressed the idea, I've noticed a trend of replies that are unable to argue why, but they seem to think that yes, they should be part of the game. So let's take a few minutes to open the discussion. First, let's define what I call one-way mechanics. So you have the classic one-way smokes, where if you position yourself around the edge, you can see through while the enemy sees nothing. Usually they are lineups, sometimes they are random, whatever, this is one thing. There's one-way Molotovs, caused by the smoke of the flames, and some see better through than others. There's nades causing a splash on the ground, which creates a one-way almost randomly. Fading smokes giving an advantage to the one inside the fade. Grenade bugs giving full vision behind the smokes. And lastly, the corpses that are client-sided. These things have something in common, it deals unequal cards, and in this situation, what did I do wrong? Can you see what's behind? Wait, enhance? Enhance? Oh, that's today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by SkinsMonkey. It's a trading site for CSGO skins and it doesn't get any more transparent than that. I put this here, it is worth that, so I can spend that much, trade, and done. It's a good way to trade your skins and play with something fresh every now and then. SkinsMonkey also offers you to buy skins for cheap with a 30% deposit bonus, and if you use my link down below or put the code JEFF, you get an extra 5%. And with the first trade bonus, the more you trade, the more cashback you get. Have a look at the freebies tab if you want to take part in giveaways and tasks, and don't forget to use my link, which I'm sure you already know where to find, right? One-way mechanics have become overwhelmingly present in CSGO, and with the potential arrival of Source 2, I kinda hope to see a nerf. This is something I expressed on Twitter, only to get, twittered.
I have issues in my life. I don't like it very much, so I throw some hate online because it makes me feel better. And I only have 2 followers.
Let's put the basics. The core concept of a one-way is that it allows one side to see better than the other. So whoever is in the right position gets a free shot pretty much. Some argue that it is skill related, knowledge related, and you should know where to shoot to avoid that. But then what about this clip? Like, where should I shoot? Is it there? Is it there? Is it here? And when should I shoot? What about now? Because I can't see anything, and this is his point of view. Is my positioning bad? Or should I have expected the nade to explode on the floor and prevent me from seeing while he gets a free shot? I'm genuinely curious, I'm not being sarcastic. Why do you think it's balanced that he sees me and I don't see him? Like, what justifies it? I understand the logic behind one-ways, and I understand it has become a game mechanic now. But let's have a look at the other side of the fence. Let's talk about the game that you can't mention the name of without fear to have one dude go,
Hey, if you like it so much, why don't you go there and shut the fuck up, you fucking noob?
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but some of you are profoundly stupid. The level of stupidity that you display online is actually mind-blowing. You have 2 neurons fighting for 3rd place and you can't hold a conversation without barking, so please let the grown-ups have a conversation. Anyway, Valorant. I'll give you an example of one-ways in Valorant. They look like this, and they are not as powerful as they are in CS. Right here, the one-way is a defensive smoke. You know that you shouldn't cross it, it's very obviously a one-way smoke, and you understand that it is at the first sight. The one-ways are still a game mechanic, but you don't need to hide from them at all costs. The same smoke in CSGO, and the guy could be anywhere around the edges staring at you like a creep from a bush, and you would get shot for free. In CSGO, the one-way smokes create a mechanic where the smoke is both defensive and offensive at the same time, and on top of it, it gives an unfair advantage in some positions. Of course, at the pro and semi-pro level, they all know the smokes, they have all the lineups, etc., but even then, they still get killed through very often. There's obviously the ones that are overused and became known, but there's new ones popping every X, and I don't think it should be as powerful as it is right now. Does that mean I want the one-way smokes gone? No, not necessarily. I'm just saying that in my opinion, as they are right now, they are a bit too powerful. Some lineups even give 2 ways or 3 ways, and we're still talking about CSGO in case you wondered. But I think that the smokes and the one-way smokes themselves are almost a different topic, so let's put the smokes aside and talk about the other one-way mechanics, beginning by the Molotovs. When you throw a Molotov, a black fume rises above the flames. Depending on your graphic settings and your position relative to the smoke, you also have a one-way. This is what happened in the clip earlier, where the guy gets a free shot while I don't see anything. I don't think it's balanced. Either we both see nothing or we both see it through, but like it is right now, I don't think we can call this competitive. There's a few lineups, a few known ones, and also the one I use on Faceit myself gets a lot of free kills, but not because I'm good, because the mechanic is strong, and maybe too strong? Now, if we take it to the extreme, you can also find lineups to abuse the nade glitch of the smokes. It's a bug that literally gives you wall hack through smokes for a short time. Throw a nade behind the smoke, and in certain places the bug will occur, giving you a free shot. So you have a smoke that is here to block vision, and somehow with a bug you get shot with no possibility to do anything. No counter, and on top of it you're slowed down by the nade, and if they shoot you with an A1S, there's not even tracers. It's a glitch, but it's still present in the game, and when I talk about it, some of you say that I need to get good, and I need to stop crying, and I need to kill myself, but how am I the only one thinking that this is bug abuse? That the smoke is here to block vision, and using the nade to see through is simply bug abuse? How can you argue that this is competitive? I'm genuinely curious. So far, the only ones I've seen defending that are the third place neurons kind of guys, so if you manage to summon the strength to produce a sentence, I would be down to see the reasoning. If we put the one-way smokes aside and focus on the mechanics we just talked about, my idea of balance is that we should all see the same thing at the same time and given the same chances to react. When a nade pops somewhere and somehow I can't see yet the other guy gets a free shot, I don't think it makes sense. Same goes for the smokes fading. I don't think it should be as random as it is today. And this also englobes the bodies, although it's a rare occurrence, but the bodies are client-sided. What you see is not what the whole server sees. So if a teammate's body is blocking the vision, the other guy might see you just fine. If we take the word competitive down to what it means, we shouldn't have that kind of RNG in there. My takeaway is that one-way smokes are a little bit too strong right now, and I would like to find a way to keep the mechanic but nerfing it a little bit. As for the other one-way mechanics, that is nade splash, Molotov fumes and nade glitch, I would like them gone. Now it seems like some of you, mostly with anime PFP somehow, think differently, and I'm genuinely curious to hear the arguments. We can have a discussion, I'm not pretending to know everything, it's alright. Now look kids, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to confront my ideas to someone else's and try to understand their point of view respectfully. This is called debating, we used to do that before Twitter, and right now, as I hear myself, I sound like a huge boomer and I hate myself for it, but you know what? I'm 30, so what do you want? Fuck it. I'm curious, with the potential arrival of Source 2, we might see changes to the gameplay, and what's your takeaway from this? Do you think one-way mechanics should stay as they are, or do you want to see a change? Let's have a discussion.